Hi guys, so this is going to be my, like how I told my boyfriend and my parents, video. I'm gonna try and make it fast, just because I don't really like talking about it that much. It was a very stressful time, and I just don't really like to think about it or talk about it, so, um, yeah, so I'm gonna try and make it fast. Um, so I like October something, I don't remember, early October, I was at work one night and I was just kind of like not feeling super good, um, kind of nauseous, and I knew that was just because I got pretty drunk the night before. I don't want anyone to like judge me because, like, yes, I did go out and I drank and I smoked weed and stuff before I was pregnant, but obviously I don't do that anymore. And I'm not gonna I'm not gonna, like, I'll probably drink obviously again every now and then, after I have the baby, but I'm not gonna be going out every weekend like I used to. Um, anyway, so that, it was a Saturday night, and, I used to have Friday nights off, so yeah, like, I got pretty drunk the night before, so, like, it was usual or normal for me to be nauseous the next day. But like everyone at work was like joking around, like, "Oh, you're probably pregnant, ha ha ha," like, whatever, like, no, I'm not pregnant, because I knew that even like, they were just joking around too, they didn't like mean it seriously, but I just knew that, like, I don't know, it had only been like 2 weeks since my last period, but I was like, whatever, I'm not pregnant, shut up. And then, so I was driving after work, I went home and I changed and all that, and then I was driving, to meet Casey at this party, and while I was driving, I started to drive past Walmart, and I just got like this, like, really, like, I don't know, I just got like a feeling like I should stop and I should get a pregnancy test. Like, I just got this weird feeling, and I was like, okay, so I went and I bought a pregnancy test, and then I met up with Casey at the party, and I was just like, can you come into the bathroom with me really fast? And he was like, yeah, why? And he was like freaking out, and I was like, I just need to do something. And I went in there and pulled out the pregnancy test, and I was like, I don't really think I am, but I just, like, I got this feeling, and I think we should take this just to make sure. And he was just like, okay, and like kind of like all taken back all of a sudden. And so I took the test, and then there's people waiting to go to the bathroom, so I just put it in my purse right away and then went out there. And so then I waited like 5 minutes or so, and then I went into the bathroom again, this time without Casey because he was, I don't know where he went. I don't remember. I went into the bathroom again, and it said negative. So I was like, oh yeah, see, it's negative. So then I found him, and he was like freaking out. He was like, oh my god, did you check it? Like, what's up? And I was like, yeah, it was negative. And he was like, oh good, cool, now let's drink. So I was still like kind of nauseous and not feeling very good. So I drank like a little bit, but like I just couldn't really, I was having a hard time drinking. I just like couldn't really do it. And so Casey, on the other hand, he got very, very drunk. That's nothing to do with it. But so then we were driving back to his friend's house because his friend was gonna have like another little party over there, and so we were driving back over to his friend's house, and I was driving him because he was drunk, and he was like, wait, I want to like look at this test myself, and he like pulled it out, and it was like this cheapo little test. It was like $6, and it said it was like one that has like those two lines, and he was like, babe, there's two lines here. And I was like, no, there's not. There wasn't when I looked at it. And he was like, well, there's now. And I looked at it, and I was just like, oh my god, fuck. But then I was like reading the instructions, and it said like, if after 10 minutes, void the test because like they can turn positive, especially cheap tests. And I was just like, oh, okay, like whatever. I was like, see, like, I'm not pregnant, but I had, obviously, the test came with 2, so I was like, I'll take another one in the morning when I wake up, and then we'll look at it immediately, and we'll go by that. And he was like, okay. So I took that test in the morning, and it was negative. And but Casey wanted me to take another test, so then we went to King Soopers and we bought another test, and I took that test too, and it was a more expensive one, and it was negative. And I had 2 left because that box came with 3, and I don't know. After that, I just kind of like had this feeling that I was pregnant, and I told Casey, I was like, I don't know, like I didn't think I was pregnant yesterday, but like I don't know, now ever since I drove past Walmart or whatever, I just got that feeling, and I just like I feel like I'm pregnant. I think I'm pregnant. And he was like, well, the test came out negative, and I was like, I know, but it's like I only had my period 2 weeks ago, so it'd be way too early to test. So I think we should wait until I'm supposed to get my period and then try again and test again. And he was like, okay, we'll do that. And we decided we would go to Planned Parenthood and do it just to make sure to get like an actual result. And so we waited, and I didn't have any morning sickness or anything, but I was like kind of emotional, and I don't know, I just felt, I was really bloated too, and I just felt pregnant. I just thought I was pregnant. And so I like stopped smoking cigarettes immediately and drinking and all that, just in case. So then it was Friday. It was the day with my pills. Every single time I would get my period, I would always like start to bleed, or like get like this pink kind of stuff, like start to bleed a tiny bit, like 2 days before I would start taking the sugar pills, or at least a day before, and I hadn't gotten any of that. Like I was having a lot of kind of like PMS symptoms, but I used to never ever get PMS symptoms, like ever. So I thought it was weird that I was actually I was getting them way early. So I thought that was weird that I was kind of getting those. And that was another reason I thought that I might be pregnant. And so then finally, like, I didn't get my period, so we went into Planned Parenthood, and I took a test there. And I peed in a little cup or whatever, and she came in and said, well, like, it's positive. So Casey went with me to Planned Parenthood, so I didn't really have to tell him. Like, he was there with me in the doctor's office when she told us. She said, yeah, well, you're pregnant, it's positive. And she said, according to your last period, seems like you're about 4 weeks. And so it's kind of like I was shocked, kind of, but like at the same time I knew I was pregnant, but it was just kind of like, I don't know, it was like weird actually hearing it, and unexpected. Yeah, so then I had told my mom, she called me while we were on our way to Planned Parenthood, and she'd asked me if I could bring her something to work, and I lied. And I said, well, I'm on my way to go pick up my birth control pills right now, like all the ways across town, so like I can't right now, but I will try to soon. And then I ended up she didn't need it anymore. And so she worked that night. She was working until, she's a police officer and she's a detective, and so she was working on this case, and sometimes she works like all night. So she didn't get home from work until 2 a.m. And I was like, well, I'm not going to tell her obviously at 2 a.m. So I waited till the next morning, and I just was like, the next morning I just went up to her and I was like, Mom, I didn't go to get my birth control pills yesterday. I actually went to get a pregnancy test done at Planned Parenthood, and like I'm pregnant. And she just kind of like, she took it pretty well. She just sat down and was like, well, let me talk about like your options and how you're feeling and blah blah blah. And then my dad, he was out of town, so he wasn't there, and I told my mom on Saturday, the day after I got the results, and I told, or my dad was getting home Tuesday, so my mom said she would tell him while I was at work Tuesday night, because I just didn't want to. And I got home from work, and there was just a note that said, like, I'll love you no matter what, kind of thing from my dad. And so that was nice. But then, so the next day, that Wednesday, that's when I was having a little bit of spotting and cramping. And I went to the hospital, and that was the first time I saw him after that, because he met me at the hospital. But, and he just said that he was he wasn't really mad, he was just really disappointed, and he thought it was really irresponsible of us. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's how I told, my parents and Casey, and Casey just straight up told his mom Paige is pregnant. So she did not take that well either. She was very angry. And then Casey's real dad is dead. He died 3 years ago. So she told his stepdad, a couple, I think a week or two later. He didn't know for a while. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. And I guess I'll just see you Monday. So comment, rate, subscribe. If you want me to do any other videos, this one was requested. I talked about it on my 4-week video, I think. But that's on my other channel, because I made a new channel. So it was requested that I do a whole video to it. So here it is. If you have any other video requests, let me know and I'll do them. So yeah, see you guys Monday for my 18th week update. Bye!